Howdy folks, so we are descending at about 20,000 feet at the moment, heading to Rome. So we're heading south, down the coast of Italy. And as you can see, if you look at the VFR map, we are going to be heading to this waypoint, TAC. Keep heading on down south. We're going to fly past Rome, so you'll see the airport from the right of the aircraft. And essentially do a little bit of a U-turn, bring ourselves in to capture the ILS. And head on into the airport. So let's have a quick look at what's going on. Currently got autopilot engaged, sitting at around 250 knots. Where are we now? 19,000 feet almost. Descending through to 5,000. Almost at our waypoint actually. It should start to do a turn in a moment. Still quite a lot of cloud beneath us, but that's okay. I think we've got a slight tailwind as well. Yeah, so we've got a slight tailwind of 5 knots. So nothing to worry about descending at 1,700 feet per minute. So it shouldn't be long. We'll be down to our 5,000. Yeah, let's do a quick altitude check. What's going on here? Okay, 13,000 feet. So at about 1,700, 1,800 feet per minute. It's really not going to take long at all to get us down to where we need to be. Once we're down to about 5,000, I'll start slowing us down a little bit. Just trying to stay ahead of the aircraft, really. Because the last thing you want is to be coming in too fast, too high. You've got to hand it to Italy. They know how to make a pretty view. If you're not subscribed, I'd love it if you would. Also, leave us a comment. If you've been watching prior videos, you'll probably be realising this is the first time you're hearing my voice. I'm not entirely sure whether you want that or not. I'm 50-50 on whether I think it's a good idea. Some channels I watch do talk over their flights and I like it. Other channels I watch go for a more sort of cinematic vibe, and I really like that, so I'm kind of flip-flopping, like which way do I go? Let me know. So we should be coming over Rome pretty shortly. Slightly obstructed by the cloud, of course, but Yeah, we're going to sort of whiz right over the airport. I think it'll be slightly to our right. So I think the plan is we'll do the U-turn, pick up the ILS, maybe put the plane into approach mode down to about 1,000, 1,500 feet. And then hope that I don't bin it on the way down. Do the last bit myself. Ah, there's the airport, look, you can see it there. Okay, let's see how we're doing to that altitude. Ah, perfect, look at that. We'll start bringing us down just a touch. And of course that will impact our rate of descent. Could use speed brakes. Hoping this will be enough. Probably a good time to point out I am not a pilot. I'm just a keen amateur. So probably a lot of things you'll see me do wrong. And if you do know, please let me know. You know, I'm not here to prove how incredible I am at flying. This is just me enjoying what is an incredible game, or simulator, probably should say. I've always had a love of planes, aviation. Always keen to learn more. And I am fully aware that I do not know it all. So please, if you do know, speak up. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so looking down here, that little yellow mark there means that if we were to release flaps at this point, that is how far they'd come. So we are actually safe to do so. There they go, look. And now you see the yellow mark has moved down to 200. So if we want to go to the next stage of flaps, we are actually too fast at this point. Let's just get ourselves down to, say, 195. That should get us comfortably beneath that. Once we hit 195, you can see the plane's beginning to descend a little bit more. So it's trying to hit that target of getting the speed right. Then it will move back to getting the altitude in line. It's going to bring us down to 3,000 now. And then we should be, by the time we do this U-turn here, 3,000 feet. I'd imagine around here. Then we should be in a pretty good position to start picking up the ILS at the runway at Rome. So we should start making a turn. Any time now, really. This is our U-turn, for want of a better phrase. You got to hand it to the team at FlyByWire. with this aircraft, the A320neo. And for those that don't know, it's essentially an open source version of the A320. So an improvement upon the one that comes with the game. Staggering, really. You think about the people that volunteer their time in pursuit of, yeah, the most realistic experience they can create. It's incredible. What's going on here then? You can hear those engines. Alright, we're at 3,000 feet already, that's good. Let's start bringing our speed down a little bit more then, I think. I'm going to go for an approach speed of 140. There or thereabouts. Set our speed to 165 for now. Extra stage of flaps. And then we'll come up here and wait for the turn. There we go. Can't wait for the A380 version from FlyByWire. That'll be quite something. Takes some getting used to as well. Always surprises me when I fly the 747 after flying in the A320 a lot. Again, look back on the old videos. There's a lot of A320 going on. And you just forget how sort of heavy and how much slower everything is with the 747. We're just sort of heading out over the sea a little bit. And then we'll do a more of a gentle right turn, I think, as we line up for our final approach. So once we've lined up, we will get the ILS info on, which will show us where we need to be here, and I'll talk us through that as we go. So we should start the turn any second, really. Hardly any wind. Should hopefully make for an easier landing. That being said, you never know. Especially with me in charge. Coming back to the mainland. This is our final approach heading. You can see the runway there. Coming into view. Plane's just going to line itself up with it. Okay. So we get the landing system on. Press the approach mode. And now the plane is going to line itself up perfectly. Just get that speed down. Last bit of flaps. So look, you can see here, look at these diamonds. These diamonds are telling us where we need to be on the glide slope. So we're perfectly where we need to be. Quite a steep approach actually, 1,000 feet per minute. Usually you'd expect around 700 or 800 feet per minute. 1,000 is quite a lot. And now you can see the one over here coming in line, which means we are centered on the runway, which is always good. There we go. Now the we're starting to come back. About 900 feet per minute. About 1,000 feet, we'll drop the gear. So the way the system works, if the diamond were to be up here, I mean we were too low. If the diamond were down beneath the line, I mean we were too high. So really the diamond represents where the runway is relative to you. Equally, if this diamond here at the bottom was over to the left, I mean the runway's to the left, so get on over to the left. So I'd say we're pretty stable right now, 140 knots. And you can just see the pappies there at the end of the runway. Those are the red and white lights. We've got 2 white, 2 red, which means we are on the glide slope. Which also the ILS system is confirming for us too. Yeah, let's get that gear down. And let's turn off that autopilot. See how we go. Very minor adjustments. Okay, we're a little bit low now. See that diamond starting to creep up. Everything does tend to get less precise the closer you get to the runway, so sort of about here I'm using my own senses more so than I would be the instruments. Okay. About 50 feet. We're going to start dropping the throttles back to idle, begin our flare, get the reversers ready. There we go, we're down. First thrust engaged, using the rudder pedals now to try and keep us on the centre line, while also braking. Disengage the reversers. And we're down. That wasn't bad. Oh, what a view. Those look like they didn't have their landing gear down there for a second. Okay, let's head on to the terminal, see if we can find somewhere to park. Let me know what you think. Whether you prefer these more raw, unedited videos of me blabbering away over them, or if you'd prefer a more cinematic version of things, where I keep my mouth shut. I say no offence taken either way. I'm not entirely sure which I prefer, to tell you the truth. In a weird way, this is easier for me because I'm just going to stop recording in a minute and upload this. Whereas doing it the old-fashioned way, with the cinematics that I have been doing, I've got to use my flight recording software to record what I'm doing. Then when I'm done, I have to then replay the flight, capture it all, and I have to edit it all. You're talking hours of work to do that. And I am quite a lazy person. if truth be told. Okay, where are we going? So, let's get in around here. It looks good. Alrighty, that'll do it. Parking brake on. Let's get those engines off. There we go. Let me know if you want to see anywhere in particular takeoffs, landings. Let me know. Happy to oblige. Not sure where the next one would be. Maybe we'll take off from here. Maybe we'll do a cold start. Show you how to turn the thing on. Take off, get to a cruise altitude. Head off somewhere nice. So maybe let me know where you want me to go from here. So we're Rome at the moment. Let us know. We'll see what we can do. Alright folks, that'll be it. Take care. All the best. Thanks for watching.